Hello. I'm Gale of Waterdeep.
Gale is one of the most complex characters in Baldur's Gate 3. A man whose story is equal parts tragedy, ambition, and redemption. He's a character who is both deeply flawed and profoundly human. And in this video, we're going to explore what makes Gale so captivating. From his loneliness, to his complicated relationship with Mystra, to the role Tav plays in saving him from himself. Let's start with one of the most defining aspects of Gale's character, his loneliness. Gale's life has been one of isolation, by choice and by circumstance. His only true companion is his cat, Tara, who seems to understand him better than most people do. Beyond Tara, Gale only has an occasional contact with his mother. A relationship, while loving, also feels distant.
Hi. It's me, Yenna. You remember me, right? You were really nice to me before, and, my mum hasn't come back yet. She might come later. I don't think she's coming. Could we maybe stay here?
Oh. If the child's desperate enough to seek safety in our company, who are we to turn her away?
What stands out the most about Gale is his reaction when children are saved. It's a small detail, but it reveals so much about his character. Gale, despite his past mistakes and his complicated relationship with power, has a strong sense of morality. He sees the innocence of children as something worth protecting. Perhaps because he lost his own innocence when he became consumed by his ambitions.
With the Githyanki gone, there's nothing left but the silence of the city, smoldering, waiting to be rebuilt.
That contrast between his genuine love for life and his darker urges makes Gale feel real. It shows us that he isn't just a wizard hungry for power. He's a man who cares deeply, even if he struggles to show it.
The Karsite weave palpates within you, stirred by the very prospect.
Of course, we can't talk about Gale without addressing Mystra, the goddess of magic and his former lover. Their relationship is central to Gale's story, and it's what sets him on this tragic path. Gale loved Mystra, but that love came at a cost. He wanted to prove himself worthy of her affection, and in doing so, he made a terrible mistake, seeking forbidden power by attempting to wield the crown of Karsus. This is Gale's fatal flaw, his desire to be seen as extraordinary in the eyes of Mystra. He wanted to be more than just immortal. He wanted to be her equal. But that ambition led him to disaster, leaving him with a dangerous magical orb embedded in his chest, a constant reminder of his failure.
Good evening. I'm here on behalf of Gale of Waterdeep. He wishes to extend you an invitation for a private conversation in a more suitable locale.
Without Tav, the main character, Gale is doomed to repeat the mistakes of his past. He's caught in a cycle of self-destruction, believing that his only way to make amends is to sacrifice himself, either by detonating the orb or by ascending to godhood with the crown of Karsus. But Tav offers him a different path.
To greet a sunrise without fear of it being my last.
It's Tav who reminds Gale of what truly matters: life, love, and the people around him. With Tav's guidance, Gale can choose life over destruction. He can learn to forgive himself. In many ways, Gale is a fascinating blend of Anakin Skywalker and Obi-Wan Kenobi. Like Anakin, Gale is driven by passion and ambition. His desire to prove himself leads him down a dark path, just as Anakin's desire to save Padme led him to the dark side.
I will do whatever you ask. Just help me save Padme's life.
We enjoyed each other's company. Body, mind, and soul. But even so, I desired more.
But Gale also has Obi-Wan's wisdom and capacity for self-reflection. He's introspective, thoughtful, and capable of redemption if given the right guidance. Like Obi-Wan, he's someone who carries the weight of his failures and struggles to move past them.
I have failed you, Anakin. I have failed you.
I've lost Mystra. I sought to impress her personally, to turn the eyes of my muse upon me, to win favor of a goddess, but I failed.
This duality makes Gale one of the most compelling characters in Baldur's Gate. He's not just a tragic hero. He's a character who embodies the potential for both great darkness and great light. At the end of Gale's story, he faces a crucial choice. Will he try to ascend to godhood, or will he choose to live as a mortal? This choice is a reflection of his entire journey. Will he repeat the mistakes of his past, or will he finally learn to let go of his ambition and embrace the life he has? With Tav's help, the main protagonist, Gale can make the right choice. He can walk away from the crown of Karsus and choose humanity over power. He can finally find peace. Gale's story is about more than magic and ambition. It's about the choices we make and the people who help us along the way. Without Tav, the main protagonist, Gale might have been doomed to repeat his tragic past. But with Tav, he finds a different path, a path of redemption, compassion, and hope. So, have you saved Gale from his fate? Did he choose humanity or godhood in your playthrough? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into Gale's story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join me for more Baldur's Gate 3 content and many other adventures coming very soon. To Pixel and Plot.